Governor Steve Bullock got a lot of attention Sunday when he told CNN correspondent Jake Tapper he would support a ban on some assault rifles. But in discussions with Montana reporters Tuesday in Helena, the Democratic governor said a ban should be considered as one of many options to prevent gun violence. MTN's Mike Dennison was there and files this report.
Governor Bullock opened his comments Tuesday by saying he's tired of lowering the flag to honor mass shooting victims and that it's time for America to do something about it. But when it came to saying what that should be and whether he'll take action personally, Bullock was less definitive.
I'm not proposing anything. What I was asked is, would you look at restrictions on assault weapons?
Bullock did say he could support banning the purchase of some types of military-style assault rifles with removable clips and magazines with more than 10 bullets. But he also said other steps should be discussed, like red flag laws that prevent certain people from possessing firearms or universal background checks for gun purchases.
I wish that we could look at gun safety issues as more of a public health crisis. If there are steps that we could take, we really ought to be taking those steps. If it had been a public health outbreak in other areas, like if we had actually, if you look at it, lowered the flags a quarter of the time since I've been governor because of a disease, we'd all be saying, what can we do about this?
When asked if he would propose gun safety legislation at Montana's 2019 legislature, he said he hadn't decided. Bullock has been traveling the country to political and Democratic Party events and is mentioned as a possible presidential candidate in 2020. He said Tuesday his comments on gun safety are not related to his political ambitions, but rather come from a genuine concern about addressing the issue. Bullock also said he doesn't think that backing restrictions on guns is a political loser in Montana. Governor Bullock said many times Tuesday that he just wants to start a conversation on how to address gun violence in Montana and the nation. But it's not entirely clear yet how he thinks that conversation should end. At the Capitol, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Bullock cannot run for re-election for governor in 2020 because of the state's term limits.